All right, let's jump right into it. Every single business owner at some point stares at their marketing budget and asks the same high-stakes question. Where do I put this money to actually get the best results? That's what we're tackling today.
You know, this whole debate really boils down to one thing: SEO versus Google Ads. Which one actually gives you a better return on investment, a better ROI? That's the core question we're going to break down right here, right now.
And look, let's be real. This isn't some simple, easy choice. For so many businesses out there, it's a really tough decision. I mean, you're fighting for every single click, especially in a super competitive market, right? So it all comes down to a classic dilemma, really. Speed versus sustainability. Are you looking for results like right now, or are you in it for the long haul, trying to build something that's going to last?
Okay, so to really get our heads around this, let's use a simple analogy. It's actually pretty powerful. Think of these two options as two totally different kinds of races. You've got the sprint and you've got the marathon. So first up, let's talk about SEO, or search engine optimization. This is our marathon. It's the long game, you know? It's all about strategically optimizing your website so you earn your spot at the top of Google search results. It's definitely not a quick fix, but the whole point is to build this solid foundation for steady traffic and, super importantly, credibility that grows over time.
And then on the other side of the track, you've got PPC, pay-per-click. You probably know it as Google Ads. Now this is the sprint. It's simple. You pay money and boom, your website is right there at the top of the search results, instantly. It's all about getting eyeballs on your site today.
All right, so we know the players, right? The marathon and the sprint. Now, let's put them in the ring, a head-to-head battle. We're going to run a 4-round showdown to see how they really stack up when it comes to the things that matter most to your business. So here's the bottom line in a nutshell. With PPC, you're paying to play. The second you turn off the money, poof, you're gone. But with SEO, you earn that spot. You're building a real, valuable digital asset that sticks around.
Okay, take a look at this. This table really breaks down the trade-offs. You can see the time to results. PPC is instant, while SEO takes on average about 3 to 6 months to really kick in. And you see the cost difference too. But I want to zoom in on something that I think is one of the most important metrics on this whole chart: user trust.
And this idea of trust is absolutely crucial. I mean, think about it yourself. People just trust the regular, organic search results more than they trust something with a little ad tag next to it. That authenticity, it often means more people are going to click on your link. And that brings us to the last point here: scalability. For PPC, it's simple. More budget, more scale. But for SEO, it scales with a great content strategy, which is all built on that trust we were just talking about. It creates real, sustainable growth.
So, after that showdown, you might be thinking, okay, I know which one's for me. But wait, here's the twist. The absolute smartest play here isn't about choosing one or the other. Nope. The real win, the absolute best ROI, comes from figuring out how to make them work together.
So when should you pull the trigger on the sprint? Well, you'll want to go with PPC if you need traffic like yesterday. It's perfect if you're testing out a new product or a new service, or maybe you're trying to rank for some super competitive keywords, but just for a little while. And it's a no-brainer for a seasonal campaign or a big product launch.
And what about the marathon? When should you commit to that? Well, SEO is your best bet when you're playing the long game, aiming for that sustainable growth. It's perfect if you're trying to build your brand's trust and authority. It's also great if your ad budget is a little tight each month, or if what you sell is evergreen, something people are always looking for.
And this right here, this is the secret weapon. The real pros, the smartest marketers, they don't see this as an either-or choice. They make them work in tandem. It's a concept called data synergy, and it's basically how you use your short-term wins to power your long-term strategy.
So how does it actually work? It's a pretty simple 3-step playbook. First, you run a small, focused PPC campaign. You're basically paying for quick data. Step 2, you look at that data and find the exact keywords that are actually making you money, the ones that convert. And then step 3, you take those proven keywords and build your long-term SEO content strategy around them. See, you're using a small, fast investment to take the guesswork out of your big long-term plan.
And that right there is the answer to our big question from the beginning. The ultimate ROI? It doesn't come from picking a side.
It comes from a smart, hybrid approach. You layer the quick sprint of PPC on top of the steady marathon of SEO. That's how you get sustainable success and build real authority.
So let's wrap this up by flipping the whole script. Maybe the question we started with, SEO or PPC, is actually the wrong question. A much better, much more powerful question for your business to ask is, how can I make these two incredible tools work together to dominate? Thanks for joining us on The Explainer.